Get out! Get out! Will you wait? Open your eyes.
Uncle? No, she lives as if not first. Goodness.
What does the doctor say, child?
Dr. Briggs, didn't he come and tell you where Mr. Vick? He cannot discover no medicine for him.
Then we must search on.
Sir, he must have been searching since he left Mr. Vick. He didn't tell you that you might look to unnatural things for
No. There be no unnatural causes here. Tell him I've sent the Reverend Hill of Heaven, and he'll surely confirm that. Let him look to medicine, and put out all thought of unnatural causes. There be none.
I said, he did me for you. Speak nothing of the Lord.
Speak nothing of unnatural causes.
I said, I'll pray for her. Uncle, remember what witchcraft is all about. I think you best go down and deny it yourself. Paul is packing people. I'll serve her.
And what shall I say to them? That my daughter and my niece I discovered dancing like even in the forest?
Uncle, we did dance, but you tell them I confessed it. Speaking of witchcraft, Betty's not witched.
Abigail, I cannot go before the congregation when I know you have not opened with me. It must come out. My enemies will bring it out. You understand? I have many enemies.
When we sport,
You call this sport, you can't win! I saw it! Now tell me true, Abigail. Now my ministry is at stake, my ministry and perhaps your cousin's life. Whatever abomination you have done, give me all of it now. God forbid I be taken unaware when I go before them.
there'd be nothing. Swear now.
Abigail, is there any other reason than you have told me? The Goody Proctor discharged me, it's trouble with that. In all these 8 months, no other family has called for your service.
You want slaves?
It is a marvelous. Surely he stroked her. How high did she fly? How high? Quite sure she did. Mr. Collins are going over at Mrs. Barton. It is no light as a bird, he says.
Now look, you be
It is a providence that we know how it is a providence. Why? Her eyes is closed. Look then.
Why, this is strange. Ours is open.
Child is sick.
I do not call it sick. The devil's touch is heavier than sick. It's death, you know. It's death trying to hit the forked and hooked.
They say you sent for Reverend Hale of Beverly.
A precaution only. He has much experience in all demonic.
He has much experience indeed, and he found a witch in Beverly Street. Like, remember that.
Now look you, Mr. Paris, I've taken your part with all contention here. I could continue to, but I cannot if you look past this. There are hurtful, vengeful spirits laying hands on these children.
Don't you understand it, sir? There is a murdering witch bound to keep herself in her. Let your enemies make of it what they will. You cannot blink it.
Would you leave me a while? I pray.
Now look you, sir, let you strike out against the devil, and the village will bless you for it. Come down, speak with them, pray with them. They're thirsting for your words, Mr. Surely you'll pray
I'll
with
leave
them.
him in his song. But let you say nothing of witchcraft yet. I will not discuss it.
Betty, sit up now. Now stop this.
Have you tried beating her? Here, let me have her.
No. Don't tell me what to see. Now look here, if they question us, let me tell them you dance.
Well, go on. What do we do? The whole village is out. What do we do? I just come from the farm. The whole country's talking witchcraft. They be calling us witches, Abby. They be calling us witches, Abby. She needs to tell, I know it. Abby, we've got to tell. Witchery's a hanging error. A hanging like the done in Boston 2 years ago. We must tell the truth, Abby. You'll only be good for dancing and the other thing.
You whipped.
I never done none of it, Abby. How do you look?
Oh, you're a great one for looking, aren't you, Mary Warren?
Mama?
Betty, Betty dear, it's Abigail. Now stop this, Betty.
Mama! Mama!
I'll beat you, Betty. My, you see me, Crucible. I spoke to your papa and I told him everything. I told him everything, so there's nothing to worry
I called my mama!
What ails you, Betty? Your mom is dead and buried.
I'll fight her, Mama! Let me fight!
He knows everything. He knows everything now, so there's nothing to worry about.
You drank blood, Abby! You drank blood!
Never. You will never say that again.
You did! You did! You drank a charm to kill John Proctor's wife! You drank a charm to kill
Shut
me!
it! I say shut it!
Mama! Mama!
Now look here. All of you. Prudence. Denounce all. Marvelous. That either of you breathe a word with the edge of a word about the other things. And I will come on you in the black of some terrible night. And do a cruelty reckoning that will shut it.
Mama! Got her! Abby, she's going to die! It's a sin to contract!
I say shut it, Mary Warren.
Good morning.
Mr. Proctor, I was just going to...
Be you foolish, Mary Warren? Be you deaf? I forbid you leave the house, did I not? Now get you home. My wife is waiting with your work.
It must be all the one Mr. Proctor.
The road past my house is a pilgrimage from Sarah. One morning, the times my window was trapped.
Oh,
Could be clapping myself for reason.
you were. Soft.
I come to see what mischief your uncle is brewing. You'll keep it out of mind, Abby.
I'm waiting for your neck.
You'll keep it out of mind, Abby. I won't be coming for you no more.
Sure, you spoiled me.
Abby. It was a wild thing to say.
Well, I think I say well. I've seen you since you came out. I've seen you nights. Well, you're such a strong man, Ray. Let such a sickly wife be.
You speak nothing of Elizabeth!
She's blackening my name in the village. She's spreading lies about me. She's a cold, snobby woman, and you beg to her. Let her turn you like
Do you look for a whipping?
you love each other. Whatever sin it is, you love me yet. Hitting me, John. Hitting me. Freddie,
What happened? What are you doing to her, Betty?
she didn't see me until she started screaming. Some, she got buried in your Lord's name.
God forbid her.
This is a notorious sign of witchcraft to put a prodigious sign. When Reverend Hale comes, we proceed to look out for signs of witchcraft here.
You cannot command Mr. Paris.
I have never seen worried so on the society, Mr. Proctor. I do not believe I have even seen what Sabbath meetings in snow is.
My house is 5 miles, he said. I wish not to walk in the snow, in the ice, to hear him preach nothing but hellfire and bloody damnation.
It's not good for you to say. What is good for you to hear?
I will speak my mind, I
What?
think.
Are we Quakers? You're not Quakers here yet, Mr. Parker. And you may see that to your followers.
My followers.
There's a faction in this church. I'm not blind. There's a faction and there's a party.
Against you.
Against him and all authority.
Why then I must find it and join him.
Good morning.
Oh, Mr. Hare.
It's you. Why, Mr. Putnam, I did not expect to see such distinguished company here.
That does us no good here today, sir, but we look to you to come to our home and help save our child.
Your child is too.
She's asleep. And yet she won't.
Can I eat?
Can I read?
Mr. Hale, I hear you be a sensible man. I hope you'll be some good here.
Will you look at my daughter, sir?
She cannot bear to hear the Lord's name. That is a sure sign of witchcraft afloat.
No, no. Now let me instruct you. The devil is precise. His marks are as definite as stone. And we must go in for his proper signs and judge nothing beforehand. And I will not proceed unless you are prepared to believe me, for I shall find no trace of hell in this.
It is agreed, sir.
Good then. Now, sir, what can your first warning of this strangeness?
Why, sir, I discovered her, my niece, 10 or 12 other girls dancing at the farce last night.
You commit dancing?
No! It were a secret.
Mr. Hale, I've always wanted to ask a learned man, what signifies the reading of strange books?
What books?
I cannot tell. She hides them.
Who does this?
Martha, my wife. I have waked at night many times and found her in a corner, reading of a book. Now what do you make of that?
Well, that's not necessarily.
This comforts me. Last night, Compass, I tried and tried, and I could not say my prayers. And then she closed her book and walked out of the house. And suddenly, brought this. I could pray again.
The stoppage of prayer. Now that is strange indeed. I should like to speak with you further on this.
I'm not saying she's such a devil now, but I'd admire to know her book she reads and why she hides them. She'll not answer me, see?
I will discuss it. Now mark me. If the devil is in her, you will witness some frightful wonders in this room. So please keep your wits about it. Mr. Putnam, stand close in case she flies. Lady dear, will you sit? Will you wait? I'm John Hill, Minister of Beverly. I've come to save you, dear. If someone afflict you, child, it need not be a man, mind you, or woman, perhaps some ghost invisible to others. En nomine Domini Sabaoth, sui et felice et ad inferno. Abigail, what sort of dancing did you hear in the forest?
How many dancing go?
I think you ought to say, I saw Ken open the grass when they were dancing.
Pepperoni soup.
Did you call the devil last night?
I never did. You will teach you well.
She called the devil.
I'd like to speak with this
Could
taken
he
up.
actually bring her up?
How did you know?
I know not.
Did you feel any strangeness? Perhaps a trembling below the ground?
I didn't see no devil. Betty, dear, wake up now.
Abigail, you cannot evade me. Did your cousin drink any of the brew in that kettle?
He never did.
Did you drink it?
No, sir.
Did Tituba ask you to drink it?
He tried, but I refused.
Why are you concealing? Have you sold yourself to Lucifer?
I never did. You're a good girl. He will teach you well. You made Betty do it.
Please.
Woman, have you enlisted these children for the devil?
I don't compact with no devil.
Why can she not wait? Are you silencing? Are you gathering souls for the devil?
He sent her spirit on me in church. She made me laugh at prayer.
Should have often laughed during prayer.
She made me drink blood.
Blood?
Chicken blood. I give you chicken blood.
She comes to me every night to go and drink blood.
She begged me to make charm. She begged me to conjure.
She comes to me in my dreams. I often dream corruptions. Sometimes I wake and find myself standing in the middle of an open doorway. Not a single stitch on my body. I look in tears for laughing and singing her Barbados songs and tempting me with...
Tituba, I want you to wake this
I
child.
have no power on this child, sir.
You most certainly do, and you will Lucifer now. When did you compact with the devil?
I don't compact with no
You
devil.
will confess yourself, or I will take you up. It will be to your death, Tituba.
This woman must be hanged, must be taken and hanged. No. Don't think it. Tell him I don't decide to work for me, sir.
Who? The devil? Now, Tituba, I know that when we bind ourselves to hell, it is very hard to break it entirely. But we are going to help you. You would be a good Christian woman, do you not, Tituba?
I, sir, a good Christian woman.
And you love these little children?
Oh, yes, sir, I don't desire to hurt little children.
And you love God, Tituba?
I love God with all my being.
So in God's holy name,
Bless him, bless him.
and to his glory,
Eternal glory, bless him, bless God.
open yourself, Tituba. Open yourself and let God's holy light shine on you.
Oh, bless the Lord.
When the devil comes to you, does he ever come with someone you know? Perhaps someone from this very village.
What woman?
What woman? A woman, you said. What woman?
Last night.
You could see him. Why could you not see her?
They were always talking and running around and petting.
Now, Tituba, you must have no fear to tell us who they are. Do you understand? The devil can never overcome ministry. You know that, do you not?
Oh, yes, sir, I do.
You have confessed yourself to witchcraft. And that speaks a wish to come to heaven's side. And we will bless you, Tituba. You are God's instrument, put in our heads to show the devil's agents among us. So speak utterly, Tituba. Turn your back on him and face God. Face God, Tituba, and God will protect you.
Oh, God protect you, Tuba.
I want to open myself. I want the light of God. I want the sweet love of Jesus. I danced for the devil. I wrote in his book. I go back to Jesus. I kiss his hand. I saw Sarah good with the devil. I saw Tituba.
I saw George Jacobs with the devil. I saw Minnie Howe with the devil.
She's
sweet, she speaks.
Thank glory to God, this drunken are free.
I said we're with the devil. I said I was
I said
fair
we
with the
said
devil.
with the devil.
I said we
I
fight
said
with the
we
devil.
conquer with the devil.
I said we conquer with the devil. I said we conquer with the devil.
Is he so late? It's almost dark.
I were far out, planting on the forest edge.
Oh, you're done then.
Are the boys asleep?
They will be soon.
Sunday. Let you come with me. We'll walk the earth together. I've never seen such a marvelous amount of flowers in my life. Massachusetts really is a beauty in spring.
Aye, it is.
I think you're sad again. Are you?
Come so late, I thought you'd gone.
Why?
You spoke of going earlier this week.
Well, I've thought better of it since.
Mary Warren's there today.
Why'd you let her?
I couldn't stop her.
It's your fault. It's your fault, Elizabeth. You're the mistress here, not Mary Warren.
She frightened all my strength away. I forbid her go, and she raised her chin like the dog of the prince and said, I must go to Salem, good father. I'm an official of the court. It was a fine court they had now. They sent 4 judges out of Boston, waiting magistrates at the general court, and at the head sits the deputy governor of the province.
Why, she's mad.
I would to God she were. There be 14 people in the jail now, she says. And they be tried, and the court have the power to hang them too.
They never hang.
The deputy governor promised hanging if they'll not confess, John. The town's gone wild, I think. Mary Warren speak of Abigail as if she were a saint. To hear her. She brings the girls to the center of the court, will part the sea for Israel, and folks are tried, and if Abigail scream and fall to the floor, he's clapped in the jail for bewitching her.
It's a black mischief.
You must go to Salem, John. You must tell them it is fraud. And tell her what she told you earlier this week in her uncle's house. She said it had not to do with witchcraft, did she not?
Aye, she did.
But God forbid you keep that from the court, John. They must be told.
Elizabeth, I am simply wondering how I may prove what I say is true. If you're right, and she really is a saint now, I think it'd be difficult for me to prove fraud on her. I mean, she said it to me in a room alone. I have no proof for it.
You were alone with her,
For a moment, aye.
and it is not as you told me.
For a moment, I say. The others coming soon after.
Do as you wish then.
I will not have your suspicion any longer.
I have no suspicion.
I'll not have it!
Then let you not earn it.
I have good reason to think before I charge fraud on Abigail, and I will think on it. But you look for the goodness in me and judge me not. Besides, I have forgotten Abigail.
And I?
Spare me! Learn charity, woman! I have gone tiptoeing this house all 8 months since she is gone. I have not thought to move from here to there but to please you. And still, an endless funeral marches around your heart. I cannot speak, but I am judged as if I come into a court when I come into this house.
John.
No more. No more, Elizabeth. I should have roared you down when you first told me your suspicion. But I wilted. And like a Christian, I confess. Some dream I must have had mistaken you for God that day. But you're not. You're not, Elizabeth. That you remember it. That you sometimes look for the goodness in me and judge me not.
I do not judge you. The magistrate that sits in your heart judges you. I never thought you but a good man, only somewhat bewildered.
Good evening.
dare you go to Salem when I forbid? Do you mock me?
I am sick. I am sick, Mr. Proctor. Pray, hurt me not. My insides are all shuddery. I am in the proceedings all day, sir.
And what of the proceedings here? When will you proceed to keep this house as you are paid £9 a year to do so, and my wife not so wholly well?
I made a gift for you today, Goody Proctor. I have to sit long hours in a chair and pass the time with sewing.
Aye, it is a fair profit.
You must all let me turn out, Goody Proctor.
Aye, we must.
I'll get up early in the morning and clean the house. I'm asleep now.
Mary, is it true there be 14 women arrested?
No, sir. There'll be 39 now.
You will not return to that court, Mary Warren.
I must tell you, sir, I will be gone every day now. I am amazed you don't see what pretty work we do.
What work you do? What work is it for Christian girls to hang other women?
I saved her life today!
I'm accused?
You were somewhat mentioned. But I said I'd never seen no sign you would ever send your spirit out to hurt no one. And seeing I do live so closely with you, you dismissed it.
Who accused me?
I am bound by law, I cannot tell it. I hope you'll not be so sarcastic no more. I'll have you speak civilly to me from this on out.
Go to bed.
I'll not be ordered to bed no more. I am 18 and a woman. Good night.
The noose. The noose is up.
There'll be no noose.
She wants me dead, John. I knew all week it would come to this.
Sit you down.
And what if tomorrow? She'll cry me out until they take me.
They dismissed it. You heard her
She
say.
wants me dead, John. You know it.
I say sit down, Elizabeth. We must be wise.
Good evening.
Mr. Hare, good evening, sir.
I hope I do not startle you.
No, it's only that I've heard no noise.
You are good, my Proctor.
I, Elizabeth.
And you're not to bed yet?
No, sir. We are simply not accustomed to guests this late in the evening. Will you sit you down, sir?
I will. Sit you down, sir. And you, good Proctor, sit down. I will not keep you long. I have some business.
Business of the court.
No, I've come of my own, without the court's authority. I know not if you're aware, but your wife's name was mentioned in court.
We are somewhat aware. Mary Warren has told us. We are entirely amazed.
This is a strange time, mister. No man be long in doubt that the powers of the dark are gathered in monstrous attack upon this village. You'll agree, sir?
I have no knowledge in that line, sir.
I thought, sir, to put some questions as to the Christian character of this house, if you'll permit me.
Why, we have no fear of questions, sir.
Do you know your commands, Elizabeth?
I surely do.
And you, sir?
I'm sure I do, sir.
Repeat them, if you will.
The commandments:
I,
thou shalt not kill,
I,
thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not use the name of the Lord in vain, thou shalt remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy, thou shalt honor thy father and thy mother, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods.
you have said that twice, sir.
I,
Adultery, John.
As you can see, sir, between the two of us, we know them well. I think it'd be a small fault.
Theology serves a fortress, and no crack in your fortress would be counted for small.
There be no love for Satan in this house, sir.
I prayed dearly.
Mr. Hale, I do think you're suspecting me somewhat.
Goody Proctor, I do not judge you. I just add what I may to the godly wisdom of the court. I wish you both good health and good fortune. Good night, sir.
John, you must tell him.
What's that?
Will you tell him?
I have no proof for it, but my word be taken. But I know that the girl's sickness had not to do with witchcraft.
Not to do? Who told you this?
Abigail Williams.
Abigail Williams.
Aye.
Abigail Williams, it had not to do with witchcraft? Why did you keep this?
It was not until tonight that I knew that this town has gone so daft with this nonsense.
Nonsense, Mr. I myself have examined Titchwell and numerous others that have confessed to dealing with the devil. They have confessed it.
And why would they not? If they must hang for denying. They're them that will swear to anything before they hang for it, sir. Have you not thought of that?
I have indeed. And you, would you testify to this in court?
If I must, I will.
Ah, you faltered there.
I falter nothing. I simply wonder if my word would be taken in such a court.
Good evening. Good evening
Mr.
to
Willard,
you.
good evening.
Good evening all, Mr. Hale. I have a warrant for your wife.
A warrant, you said. I thought you said she were not charged.
I know nothing of it. When was she charged?
I'm given 16 warrants tonight, sir, and she is one.
Who charged her?
Why? Abigail Williams charged her.
On what proof? What proof?
Mr. Proctor, I have little time. The court bid me search your house, but I like not to search your house. So will you hand me any pockets that your wife may keep here?
Puppets?
I never kept no puppets, not since I were a girl.
I play a puppet, Goody Proctor.
Oh, why? This is Mary's.
Would you please give it to me?
I discovered a chest in puppets.
Do you keep any others in this house?
No, this one either until tonight. What signifies a puppet, Mr. Willard?
A puppet. A puppet may signify... Now, woman, will you please come with me?
She will not, Mr. Willard. Elizabeth, fetch Mary.
No, I'm forbid to leave her for my sake.
You leave her out of sight and out of mind. Elizabeth, fetch Mary.
What signifies a puppet, Mr. Willard?
Why, a puppet. A puppet may signify... This.
What is it? What's there?
It is a needle! It is a needle!
What meaning has it?
Proctor, I had my doubts. I had my doubts about her. But here's the calamity. You see it, sir. It is a needle.
Why? What meaning has it?
The girl, the Williams girl, Abigail Williams, sir. She sat to dirt in Reverend Paris' house tonight, and of a word, no warning, she falls to the floor. Like a struck beast, he says, and screamed a scream that a bull would weep to hear. And he goes to save her. And he finds stuck 2 inches in her belly. He draws a needle out, and demanding to know how she come to be so stabbed. She testified, it be her wife's familiar spirit, pushed it in.
Why she did it herself. Mr. Hale, I hope you're not taking this as proof.
'Tis hard proof.
Out! Damn the deputy governor, out of my house!
Now, Proctor,
And get ye gone with him! You are a broken minister!
Proctor, if she's innocent, the court will find her.
If she is innocent, why do you not wonder if Paris be innocent, nor Abigail? Is the accuser always holy now? Were they born this morning, as clean as God's own fingers? Do you know what's walking here, Mr. Hale? Vengeance is walking here. This warrant is vengeance, and I will not give my wife to vengeance!
I'll go, John.
You will not go.
John, I have 9 men outside. The law binds me, John. You cannot keep her, and I cannot budge.
Will you see her taken?
Proctor, the court is just.
John.
I will bring you home. I will bring you soon.
Mr. Proctor,
Out of my sight.
charity, Proctor, charity. What I have heard in her favor, I will not fear to testify before the court.
You are a coward! Though you be ordained in God's own tears, you are a coward now! Peace. It is a providence, and no new change. We are what we always were, the same. I am the wind. God's icy wind will blow. Come. Sit down, Abigail. I must speak with you.
How do you come?
Friendly.
Cannot bear the blue looks no more, John. My spirits change entirely. I ought to be given godly looks when I suffer for them as I do. Oh, John, the world is so full of hypocrites. They pray in jail. I'm told they all pray in jail.
So you mean still to cry out others?
I surely will, till the last hypocrite is dead.
So there is no one good.
There is one. You are good.
I am good. How am I good?
Why? You taught me goodness. Therefore you are good. Fire you walked me through, and all my ignorance was burned away. Fire, John. You lay in fire. You that night no woman dare call me wicked anymore. But I knew my answer. I used to weep for my sins and blushed for shame. And then you burned my ignorance away. As bare as some December tree, I saw them all, walking like saints to church, running to feed the sick, and hypocrites in their hearts. And God gave me strength to call them liars. And God made men listen to me. And by God, I will scrub the world clean for the love of Him. Oh, John. I will make you such a wife when the world is white again. Why are you cold?
If you do not free my wife, I am set and bound to ruin you, Abby.
And if they ask you why Abigail would ever do so murderous a deed, what will you tell them?
I will tell them the truth.
What will you say? Will confess to fornication in the court?
That's how you will have it, and that's what I will do. Do you hear me? I say I will. Can you hear? Hear this now. You will tell the court that you are blind to spirits, and you will never cry witchcraft here again, or I will call you out for the whore that you are.
Never in this world. I know you, John. You at this moment singing secret hallelujahs that your wife will hang.
You murderous wretch!
Hard it is when pretense falls. But it falls. You have done your duty by her. How great is your last hypocrisy? Good night, John. Fear not. I will save you tomorrow. From yourself, I will save you.
Mr. Proctor, this morning your wife sent me a plate in which she states she's pregnant now. There'll be no sign of it. We have examined her body.
Well, sir,
If she claims she's pregnant, she's not lying, sir. She cannot lie, sir.
She will not.
No, sir. Never in her life has she.
Mr. Proctor, if I should tell you now that I will let her be kept another month, and if she begin to show her natural signs, then you shall let her be kept another year until she is delivered. What say you to that? You say your only purpose is to save your wife. She is safe at least a year, and a year is long. What say you, sir? It is done then. Will you drop this charge?
I think I cannot, sir.
Then your purpose is somewhat larger.
He's come to overthrow this court, Your Honor.
Your Honor, my friend's wife as well.
You must understand, sir, that a person is either with this court, or he must be counted against it. There be no road in between. We live no longer in the dusky afternoon when evil mixed with good and befuddled the world. Now, for God's sake, the shining sun is up, and then that fear not light will surely praise it. I hope you will be one of those. She's not hardy, I see.
Mary, remember the 10th, the angel of fire. Keep it in your heart. It is your right. This is Mary Warren's testament. I would like for you to remember that until 2 weeks ago, she was just like the other girl. She screamed, she howled, she swore familiar spirits. Sir, she now claims that she never saw no spirits, vague nor clear, and never felt the touch of the devil. She claims now that her friends are lying.
Excellency, a moment. I think this goes to the heart of the matter, sir.
It surely does.
I cannot say he's an honest man, I know him little. But in all justice, sir, a claim so weighty cannot be argued by a farmer. In God's name, sir, stop your send him. Let him come Now again. look you, Mr. Hale. I am a minister of the Lord. I have signed 72 death warrants, and I dare not take the life that they be proved so unmastered. Mr. Hale, for a man of such terrible learning, you are most bewildered. But this child claims the girls are alive, and if they are, then what case do we
That
have?
is precisely what I am going to consider, sir. What more are you asking me? Unless you doubt my probity.
I surely do not, sir.
The deposition.
I should
Mr.
like
Parris, I bid you be silent! Mary Warren, how came you to this turnabout? Has Mr. Proctor threatened you with his deposition?
No, sir.
Has he threatened you?
No, sir.
Has he ever threatened you?
No, sir.
Then you mean to tell me you sat in my court callously, lying, when you knew that people would hang by your evidence? Answer me!
I did, sir.
How were you instructed in your life? Did you not know that God damns all life? Or is it now that you lie?
No, sir. I am with God now.
You are with God now.
Aye, sir.
I will tell you this. You are either lying now, or you were lying. In either case, you have committed perjury, and you will go to jail for it. One cannot lightly have lied, Mary. Do you know that?
I cannot lie no more. I am with God. I am with God.
Your friend Mary Warren has given us a deposition in which she states she never saw familiar spirits, apparitions,
nor enemy manifest of the devil. She claims as well that nobody saw him either. Now, children, this is a court of law, the law based upon the Bible, and the Bible read by Almighty God. Forbid the practice of witchcraft, and describe death as a penalty thereof. But likewise, children, the law and the Bible damn all liars and bearers of false witness. If what she may speak be true, I bid you now, drop your guile and confess your pretense, for a quick confession will go easier with you. Abigail Williams, rise. Is there any truth in this?
No, sir.
Children, a very aggregate will be turned into your souls until your honesty is proved. Will either of you change your position, or do you force me into hard questioning?
Not to change, sir. She lies.
You would still go on with this?
Aye, sir.
A poppet were discovered in Mr. Proctor's house, stabbed by a needle. Mary one claims that you sat beside her in court while she made it, and that you saw her make it, and witnessed how she herself stuck the needle into it for safekeeping. What say you to that?
It was a lie, sir.
While you worked for Mr. Proctor, were there any poppets in that house?
Lady Proctor always kept puppets.
Your Honor, my wife has never kept puppets.
Your Excellency,
Mr. Willard?
when I spoke to Goody Proctor in that house, she said that she never kept no puppets. However, she said that she did keep puppets when she was a girl.
She has not been a girl these 15 years, Mr. Willard.
But a puppet will keep 15 years, will it not?
It will keep if it is kept. But Mary Warren testifies that it be her puppet.
Why could there not have been puppets hid where no one ever saw them?
I can have 2 golden candlesticks in my house and no one ever saw them.
We are here, Your Honor, precisely to discover what no one has seen.
Mr. Dan, what profit Mary Warren was to you? What does she have to gain from this? Is it hard questioning or worse?
You are charging Abigail Williams with a marvelous cool plot to murder. Do you understand that?
Aye, sir, I believe she means to murder.
This child would murder your wife.
It is not a child, mister. It has been 3 times this year that she has been put out of this exact meeting hall for laughter during the prayer.
Mary, you say you were never afflicted or threatened by any manifest of the devil or the devil's agents.
No, sir.
And yet, when people accused of witchery confronted you in court, you would faint, saying their spirits came out of their bodies and choked you.
That was pretense.
I cannot hear you.
Pretense, sir.
But you did turn cold, did you not? I myself picked you up many times and your skin were icy.
She were pretending, Mr. Danforth. They're all wonderful pretenders.
But can't you pretend to faint now?
Now,
Why not? Now there are no spirits, for none in this room are accused of witchcraft. So let her turn cold now. Let her pretend she's attacked now. Let her faint. Faint!
Faint?
Aye, faint! Prove to us how you pretended in court so many times.
I cannot faint now, sir. I
You not pretended.
have no sense of it now.
Why? What is lacking now?
I cannot help.
Might it be that here there are no afflicting spirits, but in the court there were some?
I never saw no
Then
spirits.
see no spirits now, and prove to us that you can faint by your own will as you claim.
I cannot do
And
it.
you will confess, will you not? Afflicting spirits made you to faint?
No, sir, I.
want your court?
It's not a trick. I used to think because I thought I saw spirits.
Thought you saw them.
How could you think you saw them unless you saw them?
I cannot tell how, but I did. I heard the other girls screaming, and you, Your Honor, you seemed to believe them, and there were only some at the beginning, sir, but then the whole group cried, "Spirit, spirit," and Mr. Danforth, I really thought I saw them. I did not.
Surely your excellency isn't taken by a simple lie?
Abigail Williams, I bid you now, search your heart and beware, child. To God, every soul is precious, and his vengeance is terrible upon those who take life without cause. Is it possible that the spirits you have seen are illusion only?
This is a base question,
I
sir.
must have you
I
consider.
have been hurt, Mr. Danforth. I have seen my own blood running out. I have been near to murder every day in doing my duty, pointing out the devil's feet. Mrs. Abigail, to be mistrusted,
I do not
mistreated,
mistrust you.
questioned like a fool, like you beware, Mr. Danforth. Think you to be so mighty. There's,
What is it, child? What's happening?
I don't know. Only a cold wind has come.
Abby, Your Honor, I freeze.
Your Honor, they're pretending!
You said the shadow. Lord save me. Abby, don't do that.
Mary Ward, do you witch her? I say to you, do you send your spirit out?
Abby.
Oh, Heavenly Father, take away the shadow.
Heathen. How dare you call down heaven?
What do you...
It is a heathen! Now here.
You charge
Mr.
Abigail
Danforth,
Williams.
he's lying.
Marco, she'll suck a scream to stab you.
You will prove this.
I have no
This
son,
will
Mr.
not
Danforth.
pass.
I have known her. It's been 8 months since she's been in my house. Now you may think that God sleeps, but God sees everything. So, now I know. She wishes to dance with me on my wife's grave. And so she will. God help me, I lusted. But there is a promise in such sweat. And I know you must see it now, Mr. Danny. You must see that this is a harlot's vengeance. You must see now that my wife is innocent, except she knows a harlot when she sees one.
You deny every scrap and tittle of this.
I will stand so that I will leave and I will not.
You will remain where you are. Sit you down. Now. Willard, go into the court and bring Goody Proctor out, and tell her not one word of what's been spoken here. Now, we shall touch the bottom of this swamp. Your wife, you said, is an honest woman.
In her life, sir, she has not lied. She cannot, sir. There are them that cannot read, and them that cannot sing. My wife, sir, cannot lie.
And when she put her out of the house, she put her out for a harlot.
I, sir,
And knew her for a harlot.
she knew her for a harlot.
Good then. And if you tell me, child, it were for harlotry, may God spread his mercy on you. Hold! Turn around, turn around. You do likewise. Now, Let neither of you turn to face Goody Proctor. No one in this room is to speak one word or raise a gesture. Okay? One minute. Enter!
In my eyes only. Not at your husband. In my eyes only. You're given to understand that one time you dismissed yourself out of your room. For what cause did you dismiss them? You will look in my eyes only, and not at your husband. The answer is in your memory. You know how to give it to me. Why did you dismiss out of your room?
She dissatisfied me and my husband.
What way dissatisfied?
Look at me!
Was she slovenly,
Lazy. What's this surface dingy cause?
I was sick. My husband is a good and righteous man. But someone
Look at me!
What are your doings?
I can't speak in fancy girls so one night I put her out on the high road.
Your husband.
Did he indeed turn?
My husband is a good man, sir.
Then he did not turn from me. Look at me! Answer my question.
To your own knowledge,
John Proctor ever committed crime of lechery.
What do you say?
Look at me!
Is your husband
Is your husband a lecher?
No, sir.
Remove her. Elizabeth, I've confessed it.
No,
Tell the
sir.
truth, Elizabeth.
Remove her.
Elizabeth, I've confessed it.
She has spoken. Remove her.
Elizabeth, tell the truth.
She thought only to say my name. Your Honor, it is a natural line to tell
She
you.
spoke nothing of lechery.
I believe it. I believe it.
Where is the child? What's happening?
Be quiet.
Bill,
Be quiet. Where? Be quiet.
Do you see anything?
Be quiet.
And these are done sin, Mary. Abby! And these are done sin, Mary. Abby! It's a black art to change your shape. It's a black art to change your shape. No. Do not stop my mouth. Do not stop my mouth. Stop what I'm doing. Abby, I'm here!
Go ahead.
Please don't hurt me. Please
You see this vision?
She sees nothing.
Everyone, throw back your Have you seen the devil?
Have you seen the devil?
Have you? What did I think you were saying? Give me a word. Well, stop. Give me a word. A little while ago, you were afflicted. Now we see you were afflicted. Where did you find this power?
Where did you find this power?
Why did you turn about these past 2 weeks? You have seen the devil, have you not?
Past 2 weeks. You have seen the devil, have you not?
What he says to the boy, keep it with you now, Mary.
What he says to the boy, Mary.
You have made contact with Lucy.
You have made contact with Lucy. Mary, God damn you not!
Mary, God damn all liars, Mary!
What do you say?
Mary, God damn all liars!
Not here. What do you say?
Mary, God damn all liars!
You will confess or you will hang. I say you will hang. You know who I am.
You must tell the truth.
I say you will hang. You don't live with me. You're combined with the Antichrist, are you not? I have seen your power, sister. You will not deny it. This is not nothing from me, Mr. Hale. I have seen your power, mister. You will not deny it yourself. Mr. Hale, I have nothing from you. What do you say? What allegiance yet? Confess yourself. About what do you say?
I say God is dead.
Hear it! Hear it!
A fire! A fire is burning!
Say, I hear them.
I see his food. It is my face! And it is yours to stand for. For them who quail to bring men out of ignorance. As I have quailed. Yes, you quail now. When you know it. When you all know your hearts that this is blood! God sees our sins. And condemns our cause especially. You were Mr. Danforth, and we put them together.
Will take him to the jail.
I witness war. You are throwing them out of heaven and raising alcohol.
Now hear me, and God yourself no more. I will not receive a single plea for pardon nor postponement. Them that will not confess will hang. 12 are already executed, and the names of 7 are to be given out. The village expects to see them die by God. Pray. Be at your ease. We come not for your life. Mr. Hale, will you speak with the woman?
Judy Proctor, your husband is marked in negative. I asked you to beg of him, let him tell his lie. For it may well be that God dads the liar less than he that throws his own life away for pride. I asked you to beg of him. I cannot wait to listen to them.
I think that be the devil's argument.
Before the laws of God, we are as swine. We cannot read his will.
Not to speak with you. I lack learning for it.
Pretty Proctor, you are not summoned here for disputation. Neither know my lieutenant is a criminal. He is about to die. Your husband. Do you understand it? What say you? Will you compassion with him? Are you stoned? I tell you true, woman. Be there no other proof of your unnatural life, your dry eyes now would be sufficient evidence that you delivered your soul up to hell. A very ape would weep at such calamity. The devil not any tear of pity left within you. Take her out. It profit nothing she should speak with him.
Let me speak with him, Your Excellency.
Will you strive with her?
I promise nothing. Let me speak with him.
Please don't not.
I promise nothing.
Pray. Leave the rest of us.
Mr. Proctor, you have been notified, have you not? I see light in the sky, monsieur. May you counsel with your wife. And may God have you turn your back on that.
Vincent?
I, the child.
Rose.
Have you any news from the boys?
Farewell. Good people keep them.
You have not seen them.
I have.
You are a marvel. I have been thinking that I may confess to them. What do you think of that?
Cannot hurt you, John.
Would you
As you would, I would have it. Want you living, John, that's sure. John, you come, not that you should forgive me. Will you forgive yourself? It is your soul, John. Can you be sure of this? For I know it now. Whatever you do is a good man. I have sins of my own kind. It takes a cold, white, prompt left-rating.
No.
Suspicion kissed you. When I did, I never knew how to show my love. What a full house I have. True as you must. But let none judge you. For there is no church under heaven as high as Proctor is. Forgive me, John. Forgive me.
I want my life. I will have no life.
Praise to God, yes. Praise to God. You shall be blessed in heaven for this. Now then, let us have it. Are you ready, Proctor?
Aye, sir.
Mr. Proctor, Have you seen the devil in your life? Have you ever seen anyone with the devil?
It is enough he silent. Let him silent. It is a weighty name. It will strike the village that he confess. I beg you, let him sign it. Sun is up, Excellency.
Come then. Come sign your testimony. Mr. Hale, take it to him. Come then. Sign it. You will not sign? Do you sport with me? You will sign your name or it is no confession, mister. Your second name, man.
Praise be to God.
If you please, sir,
No.
Mr. Proctor, I must
No! No! I confess it. You see me sign it. It is enough.
No, sir, it is not enough. I must have.
Proctor, the village must have proof that you confessed yourself.
Damn the village! I confess to God! God has seen my name on this! God knows how black my sins are, it is enough!
You have not confessed!
You then no repentance, but it be public. God does not need my name nailed upon the church door. God sees me. God has seen my sins. It is enough.
I must have good and legal proof that you signed.
I am John Proctor! You will not use me. It is no part of salvation that you should use me.
Do you mean to deny this confession when you are free?
I mean to deny nothing.
Then tell me, Proctor, why you will not give us your confession?
Because it is my name. Because I cannot have another in my life. Because I lie and sign myself to lies. Because I am not worth the dust on the feet of them that hang. I have given you my soul. Leave me my name. And God speaks for this woman. Oh, Elizabeth. Give them no tear. Show them a heart of stone. And set them free. There is a higher judgment that awaits us all.
He hath his goodness now. God forbid I take it from him.